Imagine this. It's late at night. You're home alone. The lights suddenly go out. At first, nothing seems different, but within seconds, your heart starts beating a little faster. Every small sound becomes louder. The creak of the floor, the wind outside your window, the sound of leaves brushing against the house. A pile of clothes on a chair suddenly looks like a person standing in the corner. You know it's probably nothing. You know you're safe. So why does your body react as if something dangerous is nearby? Why are humans afraid of the dark? Is darkness actually scary? Or is your brain playing tricks on you? The answer takes us back millions of years, long before cities, electricity, and flashlights ever existed, long before humans built homes, long before we controlled fire. To understand why darkness frightens us today, we have to understand the world our ancestors lived in. Imagine living tens of thousands of years ago. There are no streetlights, no phones, no security cameras, no locked doors. When the sun disappears below the horizon, the entire world becomes almost completely black. You can't see what is hiding behind a tree, you can't see what is moving through the grass, and you certainly can't see the predators that hunt at night. While humans depend heavily on their eyesight, many dangerous animals are built for the darkness. Big cats, wolves, hyenas, snakes. Many of them see better than we do in low light. Some can hear better. Others can smell you long before you notice them. For our ancestors, the dark wasn't just uncomfortable, it could mean death. The humans who became cautious after sunset were far more likely to survive than those who wandered fearlessly into the darkness. Generation after generation, this survival instinct became deeply wired into the human brain. Even though your bedroom is probably one of the safest places you could be, your brain still carries echoes of those ancient fears. In many ways, your brain is living in the past, but evolution isn't the only reason darkness feels frightening. Something else happens the moment the lights go out. Your most important sense begins to fail. Vision. During the day, your eyes constantly send enormous amounts of information to your brain. You recognize faces, objects, movement, distance. Your brain builds an accurate picture of the world around you. But in darkness, that information suddenly disappears. Your brain doesn't like missing information. In fact, the human brain hates uncertainty. Whenever it cannot clearly understand what's happening, it starts making educated guesses. Sometimes those guesses are completely wrong. Have you ever walked into a dark room and thought you saw someone standing there? Then you turned on the light and realized it was only a coat hanging on a chair. Your eyes didn't fool you, your brain did. Instead of saying, "I don't know what that shape is," your brain prefers to assume the worst. From an evolutionary perspective, that's actually a smart decision. Imagine hearing a noise in the bushes. If you assume it's just the wind, but it's actually a predator, you could lose your life. But if you assume it's dangerous and run away, even if it was only the wind, you've lost nothing except a little energy. Your brain would rather make 100 false alarms than miss one real threat. Psychologists even have a name for this tendency. It's called threat detection. Your brain is constantly scanning the environment, looking for anything that could possibly harm you. In bright daylight, it's easy to identify harmless objects, but darkness removes details. Without those details, your imagination fills in the blanks. That's why ordinary shadows suddenly become mysterious. A tree branch scratching against your window can sound like someone trying to get inside. The sound of your house settling can seem like footsteps. A simple shadow can transform into a monster. Not because monsters exist, but because your brain is trying its best to protect you. Ironically, the very system designed to keep you alive is often the reason you feel afraid in perfectly safe situations. And there's one tiny structure inside your brain that's largely responsible for triggering this fear. It's called the amygdala. The amygdala is your brain's alarm system. It works incredibly fast. Sometimes it reacts before you're even aware of what's happening. The moment it detects something unusual, it prepares your body for action. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tighten, your breathing changes. Your pupils become larger to let in more light. Your senses become sharper. This is known as the fight or flight response. Your body is preparing to either face danger or escape from it. The remarkable thing is that your amygdala doesn't always wait for proof. Sometimes uncertainty alone is enough to trigger the alarm, and darkness is full of uncertainty.